Tonight, the penalty hearing continues for the Guelph Police officer who admitted to on-duty assault. Plus, diving into the spring food and fun drive at the Food Bank of Waterloo Region and highlighting those who help the community during National Volunteer Week. And keeping costs low to keep your furry friends clean. The new pet grooming program at Conestoga College, how it's helping owners and students. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here with us. A lawyer for the Guelph Police Service made the case today that it should be able to dismiss an officer who admitted to assaulting a teen handcuffed to a hospital bed. The arguments come almost 10 years after the incident in question at Guelph General Hospital. Constable Corey MacArthur pleaded guilty to assault in court over the matter in 2018. During closing submissions at his Police Services Act penalty hearing, the Guelph Police lawyer described MacArthur's actions as egregious and says it would harm public trust if he's allowed to return to frontline police work. Yesterday, MacArthur's lawyers argued post-traumatic stress disorder was to blame for his actions, and he's gone through treatment and rehabilitation and should not be dismissed. CTV's Krista Simpson will have more from the hearing tonight at 6. The former financial advisor responsible for one of the largest financial fraud cases ever in Waterloo Region had the appeal of his conviction dismissed. Daniel P. Reeve raised millions in a Ponzi-like scheme involving more than 40 victims. He was found guilty of fraud and theft in 2017 and sentenced to 14 years behind bars. He was released from prison in 2020. He filed an appeal to set aside his conviction. His issue was the wording of the charge, which referred to his victim as the public. Instead, his lawyers said the alleged victims were clients or referrals from friends or people attending his seminars. The Ontario Court of Appeal released its decision this week saying, quote, "There is no merit to this argument." Premier Doug Ford says the private jet recently purchased by the province has been sold.
I can announce we sold the plane for the same price right back to Bombardier and said, okay, you take it back. But here nor there, it's unprecedented. To be very frank with you, you look at the U.S. states, you look at any governor, it's just unprecedented. We have no plane now, folks. And what it was is to fly firefighters up. It was for Ontario Corps. It was for OPP when they have to send a tactical team up. And it was a multi-ministerial plane, Minister of Natural Resources, so on and so forth. But anyways, here nor there, it's done. I'm flying, commercial, or we'll fly on the little puddle jumper that the OPP has.
Ford made the comment during a fireside chat at the Globe and Mail's Intersect 26 Building a Stronger Canada conference. The Premier had been facing backlash since it was announced the province had purchased a 2016 Challenger 650 Bombardier jet on Friday. Ford quickly reversed course, saying his government would sell the plane. However, he has continued to outline the benefits of having a plane for the Premier's office. Ashley Bacon's here next with a look at the forecast. Ash, I think everyone is going to be happy with you today because
these are the kind of days I live for.
It's beautiful outside.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't get any hate mail today. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the 21 degrees and sunshine mid-April here. I mean, it is beautiful. I went out on our lunch break, Leanne, and I didn't wear a jacket. I had just a t-shirt, and I was comfortable.
You didn't need one.
First time this year.
I heard lots of people are out golfing today, too. Good day to be out there on the golf course.
A little sneaky lunch break golf session. I like it. Okay, let's take a look at our radar. There's not a lot to talk about. I mean, we are in clear skies, and we're expected to remain in clear skies for at least the next 24 hours. So that sun going to make a reappearance tomorrow. Right now, we're sitting at 20 degrees still, and a northwest wind at 20 kilometers an hour throughout southern Ontario, 22 in Windsor. The coldest spot in Goderich at 9 degrees, but overall temperatures quite beautiful. Let's take a look outside from our tower cam at Waterloo this afternoon. I believe, if my eyes serve correctly, that is the Wilfrid Laurier Dome, sports dome there.
Yeah, and look at all that sunshine, blue skies.
Gotta love it.
Okay, here's what you need to know. We'll take you to break. The Kitchener Rangers taking on the Windsor Spitfires in Game 1 of the OHL Western Conference Finals. Friday night at the Odd, puck drop, 7 p.m. Tickets selling fast, so grab yours before they are sold out.
Who killed Joshua Bennett? Found dead on a Kitchener trail in 2021.
I'm sorry that happened to him and I was not there.
More than 4 years later, police and family still searching for answers.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
A Guelph mother says she's facing a growing financial burden when it comes to helping her young son find his voice. 4-year-old Jace has a rare neurological condition that makes it difficult to speak, and much of the therapy he needs is not covered by provincial health care. By the time he goes into junior kindergarten, he will no longer qualify for OHIP coverage, so his family has already begun paying for private therapy sessions. The trouble is, each session is more than $100 multiple times every week.
And it's sometimes scary to even think, how are we going to afford everything?
At 6, CTV's Spencer Turcotte will have more on the family's efforts to raise awareness and push the province to reconsider its funding limits.
We're here at the Food Bank of Waterloo Region for our monthly visit with CEO Kim Wilhelm. Kim, thanks for having us.
Great to have you here again.
Okay, so there's lots on the go this month. Tell us about the current campaign underway.
We are in our middle of our Spring Food and Fun Drive, which is an incredible opportunity for the community to get involved and help us raise 120,000 meals for our community. The food will go directly back to our community to provide food to 73,000 individuals who are in need of food assistance right now.
Yeah, this is really about neighbors helping neighbors. How important is it for the community to come together and help everyone out?
As a community organizations, that is how we're able to feed our community. And I love how you said community come together, because that's what we talk about all the time.
And talking about neighbors helping neighbors, Kim, a very important thing we're celebrating here this week.
Yeah, it is National Volunteer Week, and volunteers are at the heart of everything that we do here at the food bank, from helping us receive donations to going out in the trucks to working with us at our events out in the community. It's because of volunteers that we can do what we do.
And where can people find out more information on how to volunteer here?
There's information on our website at thefoodbank.ca, and there's an information session that you can sign up for to learn out more.
Fantastic.
And we've seen a lot of volunteers as we've walked through the warehouse today. I think it's time we go meet one of them.
Celebrating volunteers, and I'm joined with Martin. Martin, you have been volunteering for around 5 years here at the food bank. Tell us a little bit about why you chose to spend your time here.
Well, when I retired, I've had a pretty good life, and I thought I should pay back the community, so that's what I'm doing.
Fantastic.
Is paying back into the community.
Fantastic. And that's kind of what it's all about here. Neighbors helping neighbors has been the theme of the day that we've been talking about. Martin, what are some of the tasks that you do when you come in here and volunteer? Does every day look a little bit different, or is it the same?
Well, I mostly come into this area, and this is the perishable goods area. So what we do in here is we do fruit, vegetables, dairy, the cheeses and milks and eggs out of this area. So we sort and prepare orders to go out to the end users.
Okay, and you're going to show us how to do some of those tasks today?
I am.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so we're in the produce section. We're going to do some sorting here. Martin, tell us what we're doing.
Yep. So we're preparing an order to go out to an end user facility. So what we do is, as we look through the baskets of stuff, we're looking for anything that's bad. And we discard it, and it goes to compost.
Perfect.
Okay,
because we don't want to send bad
check.
product out to these places.
Of course. Let's do a little check.
So this beautiful fresh produce.
Yeah.
So what about this one? Would this be something?
See, that's something we would discard, and we'd put it in a separate bin, and it would go out to the compost facility.
Okay, so we'd get rid of this one. Okay, I think everything else looks good in this box.
Yeah.
These look...
So what we try to do is we try to get a weight of about 40 pounds on these boxes.
Okay.
Depends on the product. Sometimes it's full and sometimes it's not.
So how long would this normally take you to do?
Well, we do about 10 orders in the morning, varying sizes. And we'll start at 9 o'clock and we'll go to about 11 o'clock. Then the rest of the day we go through sorting anything that's left to make sure there's no bad product in there.
So something that's a bit awful, just put it aside.
Yep.
What would you say to anyone who's maybe thinking about volunteering from your experience that you've had here?
From my experience, I enjoy coming here. We have we have a lot of fun along with providing a good service. So we have a good team of people, and it's always, I believe everything you do, you got to have fun and have a laugh while you're doing it. So
Absolutely.
And we do.
And Martin, how much time do you roughly spend a week here?
Here it varies. Most times I spend one shift a week here.
Okay.
Because I volunteer some other places as well.
Fantastic. And there you have it. It's so easy, and it's such a great initiative to help keep the community well fed.
Martin, it's great to meet you and highlight just one of the many volunteers here doing great work at the Food Bank of Waterloo Region. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Still ahead on CTV News at 5, the quest continues for the BSL Championship. The KW Titans drop Game 3 against the Sudbury 5. We'll hear from local fans cheering them on coming up after the break. And here's what you need to know. The Great Canadian Butter Tart Festival is ahead. Get your hands on some amazing treats. It's taking place in Paris, May 16th and 17th, 11 to 4 p.m. Stay with us. Mid-week boost out there, Ash. You know what? It's so hard to be inside when the weather finally starts to get good and you're getting that first taste of spring-like summer conditions.
Yes.
It's hard not to spend all day outdoors.
I found myself doing the long walk around the building today a couple of times just to, you know, absorb as much vitamin D as I possibly could. It felt so great to be out there.
So gorgeous.
And the good news is tomorrow is going to be almost a carbon copy. Let's take a look outside at that beautiful sky. Dave, our camera operator, bring us the shot from Guelph this afternoon. Not a cloud in the sky. Very clear conditions. 20 degrees still in Guelph. So very, very nice indeed. I was saying earlier when I walked out my house this afternoon, rather, I had short sleeves on, didn't have to have a jacket. First time this season for myself. But as we take a look at our future cast, there is not a lot going on in the way of precipitation or even cloud cover. We might see a few clouds tomorrow morning, but overall, we're looking at very clear skies going into Friday. So tomorrow should be clear. Friday morning should be clear. It's Friday afternoon that things start to take a bit of a change for the weekend. Right now across the country, we're seeing very nice conditions. 12 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud in Vancouver. Over the other side of the Rockies, a bit cloudier, 7 in Calgary and Edmonton. In Regina, it's 18 with a mix of sun and cloud, 23 in Winnipeg. Rather warm day there in Winnipeg. In our nation's capital, 16 with some sunshine, 23 with sunny conditions in Windsor. Sudbury seeing some sunny conditions. Great news for them. They've been under, of course, very much a flood warning for the last few days with all the rain they've received. So good news that they're getting a bit of sunshine there. St. John's, it's raining, and 3. Here in Waterloo Region, we're still sitting at a very comfortable 20 degrees. As I mentioned, Windsor's at 22, Toronto sitting at 17. So not a bad, almost patio-like evening out there. As we look to overnight, though, temperatures going to get down to 1 degree. That's our expected low, which is right around seasonal for this time of year. So you're definitely going to need a jacket if you're headed out through the overnight hours. 20-kilometer-an-hour winds are expected as well. So it could feel a little cooler with the winds at times. Tomorrow, we're expecting a daytime high of 17 with a high UV index of 7. So if you're spending some time outdoors, make sure to wear some sunscreen or wear a hat because a very high UV index is expected. Back in 1986, minus 5.2 was the overnight record that was set for lows. So we're not going to be quite that cold tonight, staying above 0 for seasonal this time of year, which is great news. As we took a look at our first at 5 forecast for Waterloo Region, showers returning for Friday and around a 30% chance for showers, so not too bad. A high of 12 degrees. Showers for your Saturday and 8 with a mix of sun and cloud, making a return for the end of the weekend, and 14, Leanne.
Okay, thanks, Ashley. Let's take a look at what is trending now, and the KW Titans are going to have to wait until next week to see if they can become the Basketball Super League champions. They fell short in their bid to sweep the Sudbury 5, dropping a 121-106 decision in Sudbury. But as CTV's Colton Weens tells us, fans got together last night to cheer on the home team.
Edelweiss Tavern in Kitchener Tuesday night, full of KW Titans fans hoping to see their team sweep the Basketball Super League Finals.
Didn't expect so many people to be here, but it's nice to see all the friendly faces.
It means a lot to have the KW Titans fans come out here to Edelweiss Tavern. We got Fitz the Whip here. We got a lot of longtime fans here and some new fans.
But to their disappointment, the Sudbury Five showed up in front of their home fans, winning Game 3 of the best-of-5 series 121-106.
Slow start to tonight's game, but we're confident they're going to come back and win the series.
The Five held the lead for the majority of the matchup, even up by more than 20 points at different parts in Game 3.
They just wanted it more. They played with desperation. They back was against the wall. Just go back to the drawing board, get back in practice, watch film and get better.
Coming off a championship, we're in these type of games all season, so it's not something that's new to us, not something that's new to the guys. This type of pressure we're really used to, so we're comfortable in it.
They will win the next one at home too, and then pull off the win in KW.
Back in Kitchener, Titans faithful are still confident the team can capture their first Super Lily trophy.
Chances of winning the series, 100%.
Let's hope we can win in Game 4 against Sudbury. Let's hope. Let's hope.
What do you say?
We're gonna win.
Game 4 is set for next week on Monday back in Sudbury. If the Five win again, a final Game 5 would be played back in Kitchener at the Odd on Wednesday, April 29th. And despite the Five being the defending champions, Titans ownership told CTV News before Game 3 they feel like they are still the favorites and are confident they can close out the series.
We've never had a team on the court like this team before, and so it's exciting and scary all at the same time.
Colton Ween, CTV News, Kitchener.
Okay, still ahead on CTV News at 5, another economic hit from the war in Iran. We'll have more details on the latest Canadian airline to cut its schedule because of the spike in jet fuel prices coming up in the final 5 stories we're following. And before we go to break, we'll tell you what you need to know. Step Africa is coming to Center in the Square, a celebration of dance and tradition. The event is happening April 30th. Showtime is 8 p.m. You can grab tickets for that one online ahead of time. Stay with us.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Home of Bounce Mornings with Angie Hill and Sarge. KW's Bounce 99.5. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ontario high school students will soon need to pass a financial literacy test in order to graduate. In tonight's Digital Dive, more on why the Education Minister says students need practical, real-world skills, including how to manage money and budgets. You can scan the QR code, download the CTV News app, or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca to read more. And here's the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. Lawmakers in the United Kingdom are one step closer to banning children aged 17 and under from ever buying cigarettes.
It is a landmark bill, my lords. It will create a smoke-free generation. It is, in fact, the biggest public health intervention in a generation, and I can assure all noble lords it will save lives.
The tobacco and vaping bill will stop anyone born after January 1st, 2009 from legally taking up smoking. Once the bill receives royal assent, it will also give the government powers to ban smoking in outdoor spaces, such as playgrounds and outside schools and hospitals. A new law is part of a series of measures aimed at combating the health impacts from smoking, one of the leading causes of preventable death in the UK. The soaring price of jet fuel has prompted Air Transat to cut hundreds of flights from its schedule. The owner of Air Transat says it will reduce capacity by 6% from May through October, which covers the critical summer travel season. The company says it will lower flight frequencies on some routes to Europe and the Caribbean and extend its suspension of service through Cuba through October. The decision follows moves by Air Canada and WestJet to trim capacity because of high fuel costs. OHL Eastern Conference Finals getting underway tonight when the Brantford Bulldogs face off against the Barrie Colts in Game 1 of the best-of-7 series. Both clubs have been dominant throughout the postseason, setting the stage for what's expected to be a contentious conference final. Puck drop 7 p.m. at the TD Civic Center. And Western Conference Finals getting underway Friday when the Kitchener Rangers host the Windsor Spitfires at the Odd. Another series that should provide plenty of entertainment. Kitchener finished with the best record in the regular season, with Windsor placing second, just 4 points back. That game starts at 7 p.m. Friday as well. A sustainability initiative in Brantford is helping feed the community while keeping potential food waste out of landfills. Brantford General Hospital feeds hundreds of patients every day, but due to dietary restrictions and preferences, many of the prepackaged meals were going to waste. Well, now they're being donated to the Brantford Blessing Center, an outreach program hoping to tackle food insecurity in the city.
When we get their meals, they're pre-packaged and they're nutritious, so they're covering all of the basic needs that a meal should cover. So their meals are something that go out on our grocery table. Every day we cook and we give a hot meal, but then we give enough sustainability for the next day, and that's where the hospital meals really come into game changer for us.
Karis Mapp will have more on the partnership at 6. And finally for us, low-cost pet grooming services are now being offered at Conestoga College. For just $10, pets can get a wash and blow dry, while $20 gets them a full cut. It's part of a new 1-year pet grooming program that gives students hands-on experience and keeps affordability top of mind.
It's really key for a program like this to have sufficient animals for the students to work on, that they get a valuable experience. And then I think it's also really great that we're giving back to the community and allowing those animals to be groomed at a very minimal cost.
At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick will show us how pet owners can sign up and take part in the Positive Community Initiative. And it seems like it is a win-win to me for both students and pet owners alike. All right, we'll be back at the top of the hour with that story and many more. Tony Grace will have your next local news at 6. Take care. Enjoy all the sunshine out there.